Okay, let's talk about English phrasal verbs. Do they ever feel like, I don't know, a completely random and impossible puzzle? Yeah, you are not alone. But what if I told you there's a simple way to get your head around them and start using them with confidence? Let's dive in. First off, let's just acknowledge the challenge. There are well over 1,000 phrasal verbs in English. 1,000. So if you've ever felt completely overwhelmed, well, that's totally normal. The number's huge, but here's the good news. You really don't need to know all of them to speak fluently. So what makes them so tricky anyway? Just look at this. You take one simple verb, stand, and you start adding different little words to it. Suddenly, stand up means to rise. Okay, but stand down means to resign. Stand in means to substitute for someone, and stand out means you're noticeable. That's four completely different meanings from just one verb, and that is the core of the challenge. But we can absolutely make sense of this. Let's just start from the very beginning and break down what a phrasal verb actually is. It really is this simple. A phrasal verb is just a regular verb that gets paired up with a small word, like up, on, or after. The most important part, the crucial point, is that this new combination creates a brand new meaning that's totally different from the original verb. And this is a perfect example. The verb look just means to use your eyes, right? But when we add the word after, we get look after, which means to take care of someone. The meaning completely transforms. It's not about seeing anymore. Now it's about caring. Now, here comes the part that is really gonna boost your confidence. There is one key grammar rule that basically unlocks how to use a huge number of these verbs the right way. This rule is all about something called separable phrasal verbs. It sounds a bit technical, but I promise it's not. It just means that for some of these verbs, you can put the object, the thing being talked about, right in the middle of the verb and that little word. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, check out this table. Let's use turn on. If the object is a noun, like the light, you actually have two choices. You can say turn on the light, or you can say turn the light on. Both are perfect. But, and this is the big secret, when the object is a pronoun, like it, you only have one choice. It must go in the middle. Turn it on. You can't say turn on it. If you just master this one rule, you're going to sound so much more natural. All right, theory is great, but practice is so much better. Let's actually see how this works with 5 of the most essential phrasal verbs you'll use in daily conversation. First up, a verb you probably use every single day, get up. This one simply means to leave your bed after you're done sleeping. A classic sentence you hear all the time is, I get up at 7 o'clock every morning. It's simple, it's common, and it's incredibly useful. Next, another one from our morning routine, put on. This just means to place a piece of clothing on your body. For example, put on your jacket, it's cold outside. And hey, notice this one is separable, so you could also say, put your jacket on. Number 3 is one we use all the time with our technology. Turn off. This means to stop a machine, a light, any kind of electronic device. A common request is, please turn off the television before you go to bed. Or, using our new rule, please turn it off. See? Okay, let's look at a verb that's about more than just actions. This one is about mindset. It's give up. Give up means to stop trying, to quit. It's often used as encouragement, though, like in this sentence. Learning is hard, but don't give up. And you know what? That's my point to you. Don't give up on these phrasal verbs. And our final essential verb for today is all about discovery. Find out. Find out means to discover or learn some new information. As a learner, this is your mission. I want to find out the answer to this question. It is the perfect phrasal verb for a curious mind. So you've learned what phrasal verbs are, you've got the key grammar rule, and you have 5 common verbs to start with. But how do you make it all stick? Let's talk about a simple plan. Here is your 3-step plan for success. 1. Write one new sentence every single day using a phrasal verb. 2. Say that new sentence out loud 3 times. This really helps build muscle memory. And step 3, start listening for them everywhere, in music, in TV shows, in videos. You'll be amazed how often you hear get up, put on, and find out now that you're actually looking for them. So there you have it, a quick dive into the basics of phrasal verbs. They might seem complex, but when you break them down, they really are manageable. So I'll leave you with this final thought, and it uses a phrasal verb. What phrasal verb will you try out first? Think about it and start practicing today.